Many of us have heard the importance of making a good first impression, and most of us would agree. These impressions lead us to getting the jobs we want, the schools we hope to attend, and the chance to form meaningful relationships with someone new. However, what informs our judgment of whether our impression of someone is good or bad? What informs our willingness to form these relationships? When we look deeper into the experiences we've had, the stories we've been told, and the perspectives we've been given and consumed daily, a larger system is clearly at play. How someone looks, where they come from, the color of their skin, their gender and sexual identity, who they pray to, the clothes they wear, even their body language. All of these inform our judgment of who that person must be. Our first impressions are connected to our own implicit biases. If these impressions and biases are left unchecked, they can evolve into social codes, policies, and laws that work to divide us from one another. Our society has a way of hyperactively labeling us, furthering the divide between us. If we're unwilling to have the conversations, to see past our first impressions, to deconstruct the barriers created by our implicit biases, we miss the opportunity for meaningful human connection. And by adolescence, many of these labels are felt full force. So students from School 17 in the Rochester City School District and Allendale Columbia work together to deconstruct the barriers and limitations imposed by our first impressions and implicit biases. And they have a few words for us. So without further ado, I would like to introduce students from 17 and AC performing their poem, I Am More Than. Thank you.
I am more than your first impression.
I wonder why people may look at me differently.
I see that people don't want me to succeed because of my decisions.
I pretend not to care even when I do.
I want a chance.
I am more than your first impression.
I wonder why people may look at me differently.
I see that people don't want me to succeed because of my decisions.
I pretend not to care even though I do.
I want a chance.
I feel pride.
Pressure.
Disappointment.
Lost.
Underestimated.
Anxious.
I worry about what others think.
I cry out for social justice.
More than your first impression. We dream that there will be equality and freedom in the world. We dream to be judged by who we are and not by how we look. We dream to be ourselves without being judged. We dream chances are true. We are more than your first impression.
People don't like to be humans, but this is not about shame, blame, and attack. It's about taking people else. Scientists are looking at this. They test people. It's telling my brain a limited story about who she can be. So I say, what happened?
Longer wait times, and then they also have less time with their physician.
I want a chance. I am more than your first impression. I pretend to not care even when I do. I feel pride, pressure, different, disappointed, lost, underestimated, anxious. I worry what others think. I cry out for social justice.
I thought the experience was gonna go bad because my school, because we're all like, we're like inner city kids, so I thought like suburban kids were gonna come in and then they're probably gonna be like, oh, like they're like ghetto, this and that. Like they thought like the way our school and everything set up, they thought it was gonna be different from theirs, and I didn't want them judging us because I hate when people judge.
Your bias might be revealed by looking at what I'm.
I thought it was gonna be a little uneasy at the beginning and not as comfortable, but once we met with them a couple times, it got easier to talk to them and just be more comfortable around them.
Wait, so it's about student insurance? More than a knockout.
One last time in your table groups, I want you guys to...
This experience ended up being more exciting than I thought. It was fun to meet new people.
It ended up being really good, meeting great new people, meeting some clowns, some funny people. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was like one of my favorite experiences at Allendale Columbia.
What's been most meaningful about it is that I've made new friends.
I'm gonna try to keep these friendships for a long time.
I get to know more people, and I get to come out of my shell and impress people and let them get to know me better.
Your first impression isn't always the best impression or the right impression, so don't get it mixed up. Meet the person before you judge, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.